I don't need it in public.
Private citizen.
Yeah, in public.
Privacy rights.
You're in public.
My privacy rights are better than yours. You need to stop filming. I'm going to film you, and I'm going to film you all the way outside and film your tag number.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to look up your tag number, and I'm going to go to your house, and I'm going to camp right outside your house, and I'm going to
Oh, so you're going to use an official government system to find out who I am?
Y'all won the election. What else do you want?
I'm not trying to lose my job over a constitutional situation.
Tell me what we're doing, I'll go do it. I got a lawyer.
Welcome back to the JTown Press, and today we are at the DeKalb County Tax Commissioner's office. There's so much going on at one time that I had to break it up into different perspectives. That way you could see what everybody was doing, because it all plays a very important part in the entirety of the story. Georgia Transparency and I's story sparked a major investigation inside DeKalb County, and I've got the results.
It's cold in here. How you doing? Good, you? Good. Ooh, it's chilly in here.
What are you doing here today?
Take pictures and video.
I'm sorry? Oops.
Oh.
You taking pictures? Do they know you're here to take pictures inside?
News. Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to notify the commissioner.
What is one of the
this
public
system.
areas?
Huh?
The public areas.
I know, still, I need to hold on for a second.
Can I walk through or?
No, I want you to stand by so I can let them know you're here, and then they can make a determination on which area is public other than just here.
Well, anything that's public. It is the
I know,
public
just give me 1 moment, okay? I still need to notify them before you do anything.
Why is that?
Because that's what my job is, to notify them before.
You're supposed to process people through, right? So she's gonna go around the whole place and make us sit out here, and the line's backing up. Oh, is this a heater? Oh, it is a heater.
Hello.
Hey.
She's coming to you.
Okay.
You coming in now? Yes, ma'am. Are you together?
Can I come through or?
Oh, no, she went to check for it.
Oh, okay.
Well, she checked.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm next in line, ma'am.
Oh, she didn't check you in yet?
Can I come through or?
Oh,
I'd like to just
she's
check
coming.
through.
I thought she wanted to be checked.
I was next in line too, yeah.
Who's coming? Miss Golden? Okay.
I don't need
I was going to
it.
get the lady. I was going to get the lady in the back for you.
Where are you at? Oh, you talking about Candace?
Here, no, here.
I don't need this.
Can I come
Oh,
through,
no,
ma'am?
no, no.
Or-
No, I just let everybody know. Whenever we have anything, even if somebody's coming to...
Can I come through?
Okay, how you doing?
How can I help you?
She's talking to you. This is Mrs. Golden. Well, I'm not going to touch it. I just need you to speak to this young lady right here because she's in charge.
As soon as I gather my stuff.
Okay, that's fine. But you still need to speak with her. If you would please address her.
yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay, over here, please.
Can you give me a second, please?
Can I come through?
What is it that y'all need?
1 second.
Because we're here for a motor vehicle transaction, so if y'all have something else, let me know what it's about.
I sure will.
Again, you need to tell me what you're here to do.
I've already told the deputy.
No, that was not communicated to me.
Do you work here? Oh, what's your name?
What's your name?
No, it's not. I'm transporting. I did this bag on the.
You can film in this lobby, that's fine. You cannot film his information.
And what's the OCGA on that?
What's your OCGA that you can film a motor vehicle transaction?
It's called the Constitution of the United States, ma'am. Yes, it is. First
Motor
Amendment.
vehicle information is
So now I'm recording it. Now what's in?
personal information.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
So what's the OCGA? What's the law
You can
against
film
it?
the law.
Absolutely.
You can
Now-
film the lobby, but you
I-
can't film his information.
Yeah. What?
You're
Okay.
more than welcome to film the lobby.
So now I've
I'm going to say
potentially.
again, you are more than welcome to film the lobby. You cannot film his personal
Okay. Now I
information.
potentially got the information. Now what do we do? Now what are we gonna do?
What I just said.
What's that?
Film, but you are more than welcome
Okay,
to
so I
film
think
the
I might have
lobby.
gotten his
You can't
information.
film His personal
Yeah, I think I might have captured
Motor
it.
vehicle information.
Yeah, I think I might have already. I think I've already got it though, maybe.
Just so you know.
Potentially. So I think I might have gotten it.
Just so you know.
Yeah, it's called DIPA, and I can't violate DIPA. The Driver's Privacy Protection Act. Is that what you're referring to? Ah, you didn't think I knew that one, did you?
They're going to call your number in just a minute. They'll call it 171 and they'll tell you where to go.
Oh, okay. You're dismissed. Hey, there's some private information over here. You might want to.
Where?
There's some private information right here, ma'am. Ma'am, there's some private information you might want to cover up. There's some private information here.
And you film it, and that's gonna be on you.
Oh yeah.
Feel free.
Uh-oh. Do you want me to read it out to you so you know what it is?
You film it, and that's on you.
Oh yeah.
You're violating the law.
Oh.
Ma'am, do you need help with the key out?
Well, I did, but I let her go.
Jay Webster. Look at the little bear. Look at this little bear. It's the Tater action cam. Tater action cam. Okay.
You have no permission to film me. And you have no permission to film me.
Oh.
So turn that somewhat other way. You have no permission to film me.
I don't need it in public.
Private citizen.
Yeah, in public.
Privacy rights.
You're in public.
My privacy rights are better than yours. You need to stop filming.
Wow, my privacy is better than yours.
Please step outside.
Now serving W.
I can't hear you, what?
171 at Station 8. Now serving W.
I can't hear you.
172 at
What was your name, ma'am?
My name is Deputy Clemente.
And what's your badge number?
5516.
Okay.
Ms. Golden instructed me to ask you to step outside.
Yeah, as soon as I'm done with my filming, ma'am.
Okay, no, she wants you to step outside.
As soon as she just said I can film in the lobby, which is I don't need her permission anyway. But this is a public lobby, so anything I can say in public. Yeah.
I don't know what the issue is, but she wants you to step outside.
I don't need to. I haven't broken a law, ma'am. I'm actually finishing my story.
What the situation was before I stepped over, but she asked me to step you outside.
Yeah, as soon as I'm done. Yeah, as soon as I'm done, ma'am, I'll be right back. Can I speak to a Can I speak to a supervisor, please? Can I speak to your supervisor though? You're the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office supervisor.
Okay, he's not here.
Oh, can I?
Okay, Miss Golden asked for some people that are here filming to exit.
Yeah, it's a constitutionally protected activity.
Okay, then can you step forward, please?
Yeah, it's a constitutionally protected
understand
activity.
that.
Yeah,
I
so
understand
I'm
that.
getting whatever I can say in public.
I don't know, like I just said, I don't know what happened before I came over.
I haven't broken a law.
I don't know what happened before.
These right here, I've got 2 cameras.
No,
running.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
so that proves the same.
I don't know what happened before. Before I
As
came
soon as
over,
I'm
she
done,
asked that you leave.
yeah, it's called time, place, manner, and you all are
know-
still
I know
open.
this.
So
I
as soon as I'm
understand.
done with my business, I will leave.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Deputy Clemente?
Temple, you said what's up?
Deputy Clemente, did I say it right?
Is this restricted back there?
Is what was
That door that says employees only?
Yes.
Okay, I won't go back there. I'm gonna stay in public.
Clemente,
Yes, sir.
don't follow what she tells you to do.
It's gonna get you in
DeKalb
trouble.
County Sheriff's Office sued, please don't.
What I said is, I don't know what happened before
It doesn't
I came
matter.
over, so I don't know.
Well, then you should investigate and make the right
Okay, once
determination.
she tells me that she wants someone to exit,
She doesn't have that
based
right.
on whatever she's telling me,
Is there?
CGA did operate to be removed from this
I don't
public
know what
space.
happened.
I'm telling you what
What
happened.
happened before I came over.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she came over and asked me
Yeah.
to
There's actually your lines building up, ma'am. We're just gonna finish our business and then we'll politely leave. Yeah, we'll stay peaceful, like we have been.
Okay.
And we haven't done anything
I
wrong.
didn't say you did anything wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
saying that she asked me to ask her to leave.
Yeah, I mean, she's asking. I mean, I want $5, but she's not gonna. You think if I ask her, she's not gonna give it to me? Okay, there you go.
Right, but I
It's a
get it.
courtesy. Yeah, if I'm not breaking a law,
Okay.
or if you're not gonna, are you gonna arrest me if I don't?
No.
Okay. Wow, that's called an disturbance. Yeah, if you would, politely go back there, we're gonna peacefully stay here. Yeah, have a good day, ma'am.
She's trying, she just doesn't know what to do.
She doesn't.
I don't know what it's
Now serving W.
You stop
174
until we
at
talk to
Station
the
10.
Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner.
I'm going to continue to exercise my rights like I'm allowed to as per the Constitution, and you go back to doing your job, and then as soon as my business
Who are you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Who are you?
That doesn't matter. Who are you?
Have a good day,
JC.
sir.
Who are you?
Have a good day, sir.
Now serving
can't see my name.
W.
Oh, yeah, JC.
At Station 12.
We'll find out. DeKalb
Trying to
County.
go through the proper way for you
Yeah,
to do
absolutely.
that.
Go ahead. I don't need to ask for permission. Not to exercise civil rights. Yeah, constitutional
Through
rights.
security and
Yeah.
everything, I don't have no weapons.
Just the one that you swore an oath to. Constitutional.
I don't have an issue
Yeah.
with that.
I'm just saying.
But like I said, when you first were coming in, anytime we have anything going on here, I always
Are you over,
notify.
Mr.
You did. You notified him. Yeah.
Golden is a
Yeah, I would suggest maybe get a supervisor before y'all make a mistake. I don't want you. Yeah, I don't want to get arrested, and I don't want to have to.
not
Yeah,
arrested anyway.
that's fine,
That wasn't
all
an
right.
issue. She didn't ask me to do any arrest. She just asked that.
Yeah, I don't want to
that
leave
wasn't
until
an issue.
I'm ready. Yeah, unless you're going to arrest me, I don't want to get arrested.
No, I'm not gonna arrest anybody.
If you say,
That's
hey,
not
look,
what she-
you need, if you trespass me and say, hey, I'm going to arrest you if you don't leave, I'll bounce out because I don't want to be arrested. I've heard some terrible things about the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office.
She's out here. She asked that they leave.
Okay.
So I don't,
But I haven't done anything wrong.
like I told them, I don't know what was happening before she stepped forward.
She's the chief deputy tax
We're her
commissioner.
boss.
I'm her boss, though. I told her that I don't need to leave. Yeah, I made that call.
The people's her boss.
Where's the code now?
She was,
She slammed that door over there very unprofessional. Oh,
Yeah, she slammed it. She's causing a disturbance.
Unprofessional.
she stated that you filmed something other than the lobby, so we have to.
Well, I'm in the lobby.
No, I'm saying.
Can I explain something real quick to you? So you understand as a police, you know what plain view doctrine is? I'm asking. I know it's a stupid question. Anything I can see from with my eyes, I can film. So if they have it out in public, if they're posting private information up here, and I'm in public, then I can record it. Oh, she seems mad. So at this point, am I going to be arrested if I don't leave?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
No,
then I'm
just ask me to leave.
I'm not going to leave then. If you're unless I'm being trespassed, then I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so I asked if she needs.
I don't care. I don't care.
I know, but she's placed us here.
But I know. But can I explain something to you real quick? Just because she trespasses, you do your investigation because you're actually the enforcement. Let me finish. No, not yet. Okay, she said not yet. But you're the enforcement, and I'll come after her during the lawsuit, but I come after you as well. I don't want to do that. I would rather you just let me finish my constitutional rights.
Okay, so let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
If a customer has an issue with someone here, and I approach and they say they need the customer to leave, it's not for me in this place to investigate.
Yes, it is.
No,
But you're a law enforcement officer.
But if they're saying, if I can hear somebody cursing someone out, this, that, and the other, and they say, okay, at this point,
Can I ask you something? Let me
and that's
ask
what I
you
said.
something.
I don't know what happened when I wasn't over
I'm
here.
telling you.
She told me that you were filming something outside of the regular scope of the lobby.
Can I show you something? So me pointing my cameras back here is not against the law.
Okay, well, this is really not the lobby area. The lobby area is over here.
Well, this is the lobby, and if you can I show you something real quick? So there's no signage saying restricted area. It's open. People are flowing back and forth.
Right,
This is
I
actually
understand.
says self-service.
Right, I know
so
that's
if
for the kiosks. I know.
Right. So if I want to go get self-service, I
Right,
can
go to the kiosk,
Right.
yes,
So
it's
it's
not
an
an
open
issue.
lobby. Right.
Okay.
I can walk up to the counters because if I needed to get service as a customer, because
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Settle this up right now. Am I breaking a law?
She didn't say anything about you.
No, am I breaking?
No.
Are we breaking
Okay.
law?
She stated that you were filming things outside the scope of the lobby.
Absolutely. That's not against the law.
Outside the scope of the lobby.
If my feet are in public, I can record anything I can see with my camera. I can record anything I can see in public, man. Just like if you look into my private car and you're standing and you're looking in my windows as a police officer, even though that's private,
I get that, but
you can look in. It's the same thing. There's so much case law, and you're making a huge mistake if you trespass me.
I'm not trespassing you.
Okay,
She's just asking
then I'm
me
going to stay
step
here.
outside.
I'm not going to, unless you trespass me, unless I'm breaking a law and you're under threat of arrest.
But if you're interfering in the normal,
How am I interfering? Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, that's not my intentions.
what it is, if I can't be at my post,
Then go ahead.
She's asked, I can't.
Go ahead. I'm going to stand right here in public.
If someone is not following lawful commands, that's obstruction.
Lawful commands, man.
And it's a lawful command.
No, it's not. You're a public official.
Will you stop filming me, please, because you didn't have my permission?
I don't need it in public, sir.
Yes, you do.
You don't have mine. You're recording me.
No, I am not recording.
Yeah, it's actually called City.
Will you please stop
Smith v.
recording?
City of Cummings. I can record my government agencies.
Okay.
So am I being trespassed now?
No,
Don't
I'm
watch
just
what you're saying. I'm not going to unless I'm being trespassed. So that's where we're going to stay at. I'm going to stand right here peacefully where I'm allowed to be. Okay? I'm not blocking anything. If you're going to threaten me with arrest, I'll leave. Okay? I'm just telling you.
Got a question. Do I need to trespass both of them as individuals?
Watch what you're doing, deputy, because you'll be held accountable, just like they will. You're making a big mistake. I'm peacefully exercising constitutionally protected activity. Don't listen to them, they're going to get you in trouble. You work for the sheriff's department, not the tax commissioner. Remember your oath. Constitutionally protected activity. You know what, though? This is the one thing constitutionally protected activity will strip qualified immunity. I've done it before, and I'm trying to keep you safe. Right.
Right.
Constitutionally protected activity.
Okay, her name is Nicole Golden,
Okay.
so if you have an issue, then please...
I will. If you would just please go back and do your thing, we'll finish
Okay,
ours.
I can't. I've been given instruction to ask you to leave.
But you
like
know
I said,
what,
I don't know what happened.
You
I
don't.
wasn't
Do
here.
you work for them?
I take the material over to the jail, they'll let me in up there and I can see him.
If you would please, so I can go and handle
Yeah, absolutely.
what she's doing, what she's...
Ma'am, that's why I'm saying, if you just go back, I'm going to finish recording what I'm recording. If you're trespassing me, I'll leave. And that would be under threat of
Why would I have to trespass you?
Because I have a right to be here.
But I'm not going to tell you you're being trespassing if all she wants you to do is exit the premises.
As soon as I'm done with my business, I have business here. So as soon as I'm done with my business, it's right now it's 12:29.
But she said
Time,
the
place,
issue
manner.
is that you were recording something that was outside the scope of the regular lobby.
If I can see it when I'm standing here, I can record it.
Okay, like I said, I wasn't over there, but she's asked that you leave.
So if you're threatening me with arrest, I'll leave.
I'm not going to threaten you with arrest. I'm going to ask you to step outside.
Am I being trespassed?
Can you please?
Am I being trespassed, ma'am?
She didn't ask that you're being trespassed. She just asked that you left.
I'm going to stay and finish my business. The longer this takes, the longer I'm going to be here because we're finishing this business. If I'm being trespassed, I'll leave.
That's situated.
If I'm being trespassed, I'll leave.
10-4. I'm at the tax commissioner's office on a 1084. I have two individuals that are with the news that Ms. Golden is asked to leave the premises, and I need someone to 59 so I can escort them outside of the building. They're not being trespassed. It is asked to leave by Ms. Golden.
So I'm not being trespassed.
Yes.
Now serving W 169 at Station 12.
Your rights are not better.
Is she an employee, by the way?
Right.
Okay. I mean, she's got a label here. I didn't know she was okay. I'm being peaceful with you. I'm not. I really.
issue with that.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to make an awesome police video and make an awesome police video instead of another bad police video. Please let me do
I've been doing this
that.
for 24 years.
I pray that you just honor your oath, tell them that we have a right to be here and a right to exercise that freedom of press. Go back to your job.
She said she didn't have an issue with that until other things were being filmed. I don't know what you. I don't know what you saw.
It doesn't matter. If they have private information, the onus is on them to protect it.
Was
Just
it
like if
something
you.
posted or was it something? I mean, I don't know what it was that.
I have no idea. I'm not sure what. I really don't know, to be honest with
She
you.
didn't ask him to leave. She just asked you to leave. So
Right.
I don't know what.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I'm just. She doesn't have that right. It's not private property. This is public property.
Right, it's public property.
So I have a
but-
right to be
but
here.
if it's interfering in the normal business.
Well, just because she's starting a commotion over this doesn't mean that I'm.
I don't think it's
her
over this.
action. Yeah, but her actions can't dictate me being trespassed. You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
If she starts jumping up and down and screaming, and then you try to trespass me because she's jumping up and because she's reacting to
Right,
something.
but I'm not trespassing you.
Right.
She asked me to calmly ask you to
Right.
leave.
And as soon as I'm finished my business, I'll peacefully leave.
Okay, so
before close of business.
So what is your business?
I'm gathering content for a news story, but at the
Give me one
moment,
moment, okay?
can I tell you? So at
One moment,
okay,
one moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
He can.
Right now.
Now serving W 169 at station.
Shame on you.
Expressing the constitutional rights to film in a public place where Ms. Golden asked to do something about some private information. So she asked me to ask one of the individuals to leave. And of course, my supervisors asked for you on the phone now, and that's what the issue is. Okay, so let me go ahead and look in the book so I can present it. Because it used to be posted up, so I'm not sure why it's not posted up that there's no filming in this one in particular. So, on the government building, yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, that was my supervisor, Captain Jackson. He said that there was a posting that's in my book that's saying that there's no filming in the government building.
Yeah, but
so just give me,
can I say something real quick?
Yes.
So even if you make a policy doesn't supersede the Constitution. So even if they posted something that says no filming, I can still come in here.
They posted no weapons inside the building.
That's it, but that's an OCAGA.
I know that.
There's no ACAGA saying I can't come in here and film. Right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll be patiently waiting, peacefully.
Now serving W 180 at station 10.
But you can't come in my yard.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the yard's private.
Ma'am.
And it's a lawful permit?
No, it's not. You're a public official too. You should know.
I know what obstruction is.
I do too.
Come on over to criminal division, we can talk.
Where's it at?
Right across here on Camp Circle.
Camp Circle? Is it a public lobby in there?
Sure, come on over.
It's a public lobby?
Yeah, it's a courthouse.
You're straight garbage. You are garbage.
Pardon me?
You're garbage.
You're calling me garbage?
Yes.
Why are you calling me garbage, sir?
Because you're horrible.
Why am I horrible, sir?
You're just
What's
horrible.
Your name, sir?
I don't give my name out.
You don't give your name out?
No.
You call people garbage?
Ma'am, you're a public official. You should be upholding this stuff.
Upholding what?
Your oath.
What is my oath?
To support the U.S. Constitution.
I support the Constitution more than you can even imagine.
Then I'm allowed to film in here freely without bothering anybody.
You are not allowed to film in a public location without an authorization of the official.
Ma'am, you're horrible.
Big mistake.
I don't think so, because we have to go around and walk around with you, and we don't have proper authority.
You are such a horrible
We don't have enough
person.
security for you. Hello, how can I help you?
You need security for a camera?
Yes. Yes.
Constitution protected activity. You know what now? This is the one thing Constitution protected activity is strictly qualified.
I understand. I don't know what
Keep it safe. Right.
Shannon McNeil.
So if you have an issue,
I will. Then you go back and do your thing.
okay, I can't
You're trespassing it.
Bye.
That would be understandable. Because
I just don't understand why you think I'm garbage.
Well, you got a job to go do, don't you?
Well, maybe you do.
I don't understand.
So is this your job? To come and harass citizens
I haven't
trying
harassed
to get
you.
up at services?
I haven't harassed you, ma'am. You started yelling at me. You started yelling at me.
I have never yelled at you.
And you told us we're not allowed to film you, that your rights are better than ours. You said that sitting there. How is your rights better than
I have a right to
mine?
not be filmed.
But how is your rights
Because I don't know what
better?
you're going to do with this film.
How are your rights better than mine, though?
Because you believe your rights are better than mine.
No, I don't. I never said that.
Okay, so I can stand here and just walk around after you for the rest of the day filming you?
Sure.
And that's okay?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Okay.
Follow me around and film me.
Okay.
I really don't care. Take all my pictures and...
So, you called me a despicable human. You called me human garbage?
I called you garbage, ma'am.
You called me human garbage?
Yes, ma'am.
You called me human garbage?
I called you garbage. You're a horrible
You
person.
called me, you said I was a horrible person, but I
Yes.
don't understand the basis for that.
You work for the taxpayers.
How do you know who I work for?
You just said you got a magistrate court on. You said you work in the criminal court across the street. You told me to come over there and film in y'all's public lobby. jogging, which I may just come over there and do that, then there's nothing you can do. You work for the people, ma'am. You work for all these people here. You receive taxpayer money. The people pay you to do a job. Your rights are not better than my rights, ma'am.
I have a right to not be filmed.
Okay. Okay, what about these cameras in here?
I have a right to not be filmed by human beings who will not identify themselves or explain why they are filming me as I'm walking around in my everyday life.
I don't have to. I wasn't here for you, ma'am. You made a scene over there by making a statement. No one said anything to you. You straight up told her that we don't have a right to film in here. Nobody said nothing to you, ma'am. You engaged with me first, or with us first.
So our sheriff's office are post-certified law enforcement.
Good for them.
And when they give you a lawful order, which is to leave the premises because you have no business here, and you don't do that.
Are you a deputy?
That is called obstruction.
Are you a certified law enforcement officer?
I am not.
Okay. She is.
She is.
And
so
she
if she
hasn't told us
instructs
that.
you to leave this premises, then she has the right to do that.
This isn't private property, ma'am.
This is still public property, but you don't have the right to just come in because you want to.
Are you a clerk, or what are you?
If you are inhibiting the business of the office.
How? How did
By
I do that?
engaging in customers, interfering with customers.
You engaged with me first, though.
You have engaged with me as a customer,
How?
called me names.
How?
You said I was a despicable human being, and I find that offensive. You have offended me as a customer of this office.
Okay. Well, that's my criticism to my government.
Causing a disturbance in this office.
Okay, that's my criticism to my
And so
government.
that's the basis for you to be asked to leave.
But you engaged with us first.
It doesn't really matter who engages
Oh, it doesn't.
who. If there
It does.
is a public disturbance, and you're involved in a public disturbance, and then you're asked to leave and you refuse to, then it's obstruction if you fail to follow a lawful order of a deputy to leave the premises.
So it's not obstruction for you when you engage with us first?
No, we're private citizens. I can fuss with you all I want to.
Of course you can.
And if that is
But you're
somehow
wearing a
impedes the
magistrate court of
business of the
DeKalb
tag
County.
office, we both can be thrown out.
You're wearing a magistrate court of DeKalb County?
Is this magistrate court?
I don't know.
Is it?
You say criminal court. You work over there in criminal court.
I don't work here.
So?
What does that mean? So? I don't work in this building.
You're
I'm a customer. See my customer?
You're
I'm
allowed
a customer.
You're allowed to
I just
film.
went to the tag office.
You're allowed to film me just as much as I'm allowed to film you.
But we're not allowed to fuss and carry on and disturb this office.
I didn't disturb it, ma'am. You engaged with us first.
But you're not stopping engaging with me.
Ma'am, I'm redressing my government. You identified yourself as a government.
Garbage.
You identified
You're not
yourself.
walking away from me.
You identified
You
yourself
just
as a
keep
human.
standing here filming me and offending me.
So I have to walk away. You don't get to walk away?
You can walk away.
So can you?
So if you choose to continue to be obstructive with me, then we're causing a disturbance. And when people cause a disturbance in a public place, they can be ordered to leave by the security. And if security orders us to leave and we don't, we can be arrested for obstruction.
Then arrest me for obstruction.
They will if they come over here and order you to leave and you don't.
You can go, ma'am. You're good.
No, I'm not leaving because if you're going to film me, I'm going to film you. And I'm going to film you all the way outside and film your tag number.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to look up your tag number and I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to camp right outside your house. And I'm going to
So you're going to use an official government system to find out who I am?
No, I don't have to do that.
You just said
it's the
you're
age
gonna,
of the internet.
You just said you're going to run my tag.
Tag numbers.
You said you're going to run my tag.
I didn't say I was going to run your tag. I said I was going to look up your tag number.
Well, feel free to come to my house and camp on the public easement, but you can't come in my yard.
Are you
The
sure?
yard, the yard's private. It is private property. The yard is.
The yard's private property?
Yeah.
What about that 10 feet where the government has an easement?
This lady's an idiot.
So I'm an idiot.
This lady's an idiot.
Officer, they're calling me human garbage and an idiot. Can you please ask these people to leave?
You're causing a disturbance, ma'am.
You're causing a disturbance. You're filming me and you have no right to film me.
Absolutely, I know.
So if you're going to film
You're
me,
filming
I'm
me.
going to film you. So you're Karen Magnet?
She doesn't get it.
She's causing a disturbance, ma'am.
Court upholds restriction on video recording in government buildings.
Can I see what you're saying?
So holds a decision Friday by Judge
Yeah,
Sheen.
see the Smith fee coming right here? That actually gives me the permission. That's actually the case law that gives me permission.
But it says court upholds restriction
Yeah, but
on
it says
video.
it has held in case Smith fee
Right, but
involving
that's not
video
the whole
I know.
thing. That's not the
Look.
totality of the whole thing.
Yeah.
However, they're creating a disturbance with me, and all you have to do is order all of us to leave, and if we don't, we can all be arrested for obstruction.
She's screaming at this point.
I'm not
She
screaming.
was just a second ago.
I have never screamed
was
today,
talking to
but
her.
y'all have called me human garbage. in a
Absolutely,
public
and you are.
place. You have called me human
Absolutely,
garbage.
and you are.
Now everybody's disturbing.
I'm not saying anything.
You're not saying anything right
She
now.
came up
Right
to me.
now, I just need everybody to leave.
So am I being trespassed?
No, I'm asking you to leave like I would do with everybody else. I don't trespass.
So is everybody leaving?
Now
So the whole, everybody's leaving.
181.
You're not involved.
I'm sorry?
Me and him, the disturbance. You, me, and him are leaving. We're leaving the building because we've created a disturbance.
You have.
No,
I wasn't
y'all
saying that.
called me human garbage,
Absolutely,
and you
and you
refused
are.
to stop filming
And
me.
you are human garbage, yeah.
They're calling me human garbage, man.
If you would please leave the building.
Now serving W 183 at
Am
station
I being trespassed at this point?
It's called obstruction when you fail to follow a lawful order, and we're failing to follow lawful orders for us
Well,
to
then
leave
why are
the
you
building.
still here then?
Because I can't wait to be arrested with you and to be in the jail cell with
Oh,
you.
yeah, wow.
It's going to be fun to be in jail together.
Absolutely.
That's 10-4.
Am I being trespassed?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah.
Y'all won the election. What else do you want? You want to shut? You want to? Well, I mean, what does it mean? Bona fide, unsuspicious, trust me.
Oh, wait, let me put this
Karen
in.
magnet,
Get that side
a
too.
big cross,
Get that-
and
yeah,
you're
get that.
saying that you're not here because of the election yesterday? You're going around trying to find something wrong with the government offices because you're anti-government?
Who said I was
call us-
anti-government?
You must be anti-government to come and behave like this and disrupt the public place.
Wow.
And you're calling me human garbage.
Well, actually, I just agreed with him. I didn't actually call you that, so.
No, I believe it's right here. You said you are human garbage.
No, I said you are, is what I said.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
Yeah, you're acting like it, yeah.
I said, no, Miss Shannon. I said, you're garbage. I didn't say human garbage.
Yeah, you
know,
are
it's on your
garbage.
recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, when we get to the jail and they take it, we'll be able to see what's on your recording.
Oh, you'll have to. I'll actually publish it, so you'll be able to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And save it, and what else you want to do?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't wait to go outside and see what car y'all are in.
Right.
She said she's going to come. She said.
And then I'm gonna find out who y'all are. I'm gonna go to your house. I'm gonna picnic on the
Oh, yeah,
front of your
She said she's
house.
going to take a picture of her.
I'm gonna invite
Yeah,
everybody
that's
over.
and run
right.
through the system.
Right.
So she's going to abuse a government system.
Oh, yeah.
There's no such government system. It's just normal internet lookup sites.
Now
I don't have any access to anybody's
at
diagnosis.
station 14.
Wow, you shouldn't have called me garbage. You called me garbage. So I guess you wanted to be messed with me all day. I don't have anything better to do. Y'all don't have anything better to do. I don't have anything better to do.
Is she following me now?
Yeah, we're all three together. The three of us are together.
Get that tattoo. It's a nice looking tattoo. Maybe I can get one just like it. We can be twins. Look at that. You don't want me to film your tattoo? We should have covered it up, baby. We should have worn long pants.
I'm just seeing how much I can make the monkey dance.
Interesting marker on your arm.
This is our government employees harassing citizens.
I don't understand why you think I'm a government employee just because I got some shirts on. Is there a reason you think I'm a government employee? Other than I'm wearing a shirt?
Now serving A 594 at station 4.
I've already identified yourself.
Let's see if we can make the monkey follow us. Look at that. She's
Now serving A, 594 at Station 4.
Dance monkey.
So you're calling me a monkey? You know that's a racial slur.
Dance.
She's calling me a monkey.
Yeah, because I'm going like this. I'm pulling your strings. I think she's bitter.
Now serving W, 184 at Station
This is an A to B conversation.
My battery in SD card is bigger than your phone. It's gonna last longer.
See if she follows me. She's not following me now. Strange, isn't she?
Now serving W,
I think we
184
made her mad. Let me see if I think we wound her up too tight. She's like one of those, you know, you just can't get her off
Now
the
serving W, 185 at
Probably so,
Station 9.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Now serving W, 184 at Station
She's definitely not right up here.
Now serving W, 185 at Station 9. Now serving W, 186 at Station 8. Now serving W, 187 at Station 11.
Do just like she does.
Now serving W, 188 at Station 9.
I know. Are you bitter about the election since you brought it up? Yeah? Are you one of those that are going to scream when, what was his name? When Trump goes into office? Why are you shaking? Are you upset?
I'm not shaking. You talking about my medical condition?
Oh, is that what it is?
That's awful.
Oh, wow.
You call me garbage? You're making fun of my medical condition? Just don't understand you, man.
Are you offended? I don't need to.
Am I offended that you're making fun of my medical
Now serving
condition?
W.
Are you offended?
I'm offended?
Ma'am,
Oh, wow.
ma'am,
Must speak English?
is calling you a name an arrestable offense?
If it disturbs the peace.
Oh, is it?
You a name and redress in my government arrestable offense.
I'm not sure how you're addressing that.
Have a good day. So instead of 2 members of the press, we ended up with 3 members of the press.
And she wants to go to jail, she said.
Well, no, she sat there and she said her rights are better than ours, and we're not allowed to record in here. But she's exercising right now the statement she made that her rights are better because she's recording us now.
Ah, I gotcha. Place crazy. Hi, crazy lady. Nutso.
I so gotta get this.
Have emergency 911. What is the address of the emergency?
4380 Memorial Drive, Suite 100, Tax Commissioner's Office.
All right, and what's your callback number
Uh,
and your name?
my name is George Dalton.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
We have 2 individuals in our motor vehicle lobby filming, and the Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner told them they need to leave, and they refused to leave.
Okay. And just to confirm, it's Suite 100, is that correct?
Suite 100 on the motor vehicle side facing Memorial Drive.
Are there any weapons involved?
No. No, they were just told by the Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner that they need to leave.
Okay. All right, and so I just need to get these persons' descriptions. Are they black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
White male, about 6'1", probably about 220, 230. Female, about...
Okay, hold on one second, sir. What is he wearing?
I really didn't pay attention to what he was wearing.
Okay, and go ahead with the
female. Female, sandy hair, wearing glasses.
Is she white?
White. She's probably about 5'6", probably around 140. Look like the female is in her late 30s, early 40s. The gentleman probably look like he's in the same age range.
All right, and lastly, are you or anyone else in danger right now?
No,
okay.
We're not.
All right, do not approach these persons. An officer will be dispatched as soon as possible. Just call us back if anything changes.
All right, we do have a deputy sheriff on site, a reserve deputy sheriff. Can we have her make them leave?
I mean, ultimately, it's going to be you all's decision.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Insurance policy.
Well, must not be that bad because they're not really running in there to arrest us or anything, so.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just like you. I'm going to go back up to the tax person. You need to let me. I created a disturbance. You ordered for them to leave now. So, did someone answer the room after I left, or?
No.
Okay. Is the other person that's with you still inside?
Yeah, she's in there. She's just been following us around in there, like yelling at us and filming us and stuff, which is cool. She can film us all she wants to. It's her right to do it.
Right.
But I don't think it looks good on DeKalb County for an employee of DeKalb County that works at the court.
I didn't even know who she was.
She identified herself.
Just to me identified.
Yeah.
I didn't know who she was.
Yeah, she did. So.
Because she didn't have any badge on or anything like that. And she
Sir, your name tag's crooked, right there. Yeah, sorry.
You're a stickler, I already know.
Yeah, I'm prior Army. So
I understand.
Yeah.
My issue wasn't with the film.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
The tax commissioner says they need to go. They're not leaving the trespass.
Give me a second.
Okay.
No problem. Where is the SO? The sheriff office, sir. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Quick question. You know how? When it comes to these buildings, hello. Yeah, so apparently 3 people there filming inside, not doing business in there, and the, right. Yes. We're at, I guess it's in the registration office. The tag office.
I just got off the phone with the tax commissioner. Come in, tax. She just said that they're ignorant folks. They're trying to get attention. She said we're just going to leave them alone.
Okay.
And hopefully they'll leave. But the people who are going to get them.
At this point right now, I'm probably going to have to trespass them.
Yeah, hello?
Just leave them alone. And you do your job.
And
that's what the issue is. That's why I told them.
I haven't went all the way in yet. Someone's supposed to be 76 by now.
That they're causing interference.
Yeah. But the complaining, he's saying that the commissioner, the chief commissioner, whatever it is saying they're being, they're being ignorant and they're just gonna leave him alone.
Anybody else that's getting too loud and disturbing?
No, they're saying they're trying to get attention, whatever. They're gonna leave him alone. But then all through the sheriff officer that's working here, I just heard her saying something about her trying to trespass him.
Okay. They arguing in the lobby because the taxpayer don't want to be filmed. She gotta go for those reasons. And then the police, whoever needs to get involved to make him leave, not because of him, but because he's
apparently that's what she said.
With the taxpayer in the lobby.
Okay. All right. I got the police right here with me. She just heard that. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, the gentleman in there, he's going back with a taxpayer.
Right here.
Sure. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Say that again. What area is he in?
Right here. Right here.
What's right there? The lobby. It's the lobby of the motor vehicle.
I didn't hear Right, of course, and that I noticed what it is.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, he's in a 65 with one of the workers. Blah blah blah.
I stopped everyone right where we are before I checked in.
Hello.
Of course, she went right past the car. I said,
all right. All right, what were you guys saying?
There's a gentleman, the one I was explaining, they going back and forth with a taxpayer. My boss said they're disrupting, and the lady said don't want to be filmed or anything, so it says he needs to go.
Okay.
He needs to go.
It's a little tricky.
I know.
Because it's considered a public.
Right, but then now he's saying it poses disturbance. That's what it is. It's not that they're filming, it's a disturbance.
It's a disturbance. Not the filming, it's just a disturbance in the office. So.
Hello. Helena? Okay, thank you. You said what? I have it. But of course, the first thing they said was it's actually upholding the fact that they can.
Hey, are you 76 in the car?
Now, right now, the issue is they're taxpayers, so it doesn't really.
I haven't went in to make contact as yet because I don't know how, irate they are going to be whatsoever. But speaking to the complainant, at first he was like the chief of commissioner chief or something like that, was saying, they're being ignorant and want to be seen, and filming, so it's fine having, they can stay, but then,
he called it a piece of garbage or something.
And then the sheriff officer that works here, she comes out and she's like, now they're in 65 with one of the employees, but they're in the lobby portion of the commission office. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Public place, and we're talking about CT. We can't. Correct, because that's speaking to the complainant. That's what one of the things that they're saying, and they always try to do that by going to these public buildings and try to draw. I'm not sure. I'm about to go in and try to make contact, but I just okay. Okay. All right, I'm outside the building. I'll come on. Okay. All right, what were you saying, ma'am?
It's not even about the recording now. It's about them going back and forth with the customer who's refusing to be filmed by them. So they're standing in the back filming each other, going back and forth. So it's not even about the recording in the place. It's about a disruption being caused.
I'm waiting for my supervisor because again it gets tricky when it's a public place and people filming other people. It's not a crime type of thing.
Can we walk in to see if they're arguing?
I was given the directive to
just wait.
Correct.
I'm gonna want to be removed. I already know what's going to happen. I already know. This is not the first time an issue like this has occurred. Not here in particular. I'm not trying to lose my job over a constitutional situation. We used to have signs that says no recording inside.
And what happened to those?
I don't even know. I was looking for them to see where they were.
And that's probably because of the whole public place type thing. So.
And that's what it is. Like, but right now, because I'm not at my post, they are interfering with my job. Not necessarily with what's going on as far as the normal activity with the customers, but the fact that we keep going back and forth and they claim they can't hear. If the customers are complaining, then that's a different situation because now they're causing disruption. It's not about the filming. You know what I'm saying? I asked him to leave based on Miss Golden, who is, with the tax commissioner. She works hand in hand with him. She asked him to leave. Of course, you see, everybody, I'm left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she asked him, the guy that was just here to leave is what you're saying?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
She asked him to leave, and then she asked me to ask them to leave because...
And who is she, you said?
Miss Golden.
What's her?
Nicole Golden. She's the chief deputy commissioner.
Okay.
Under Irvin Johnson. So they work together. When he's not there, she'll pick up. He's, vice versa. So they work side by side. So, like I told them when they first were trying to come in, I told them to stand by because even if somebody's coming in there to make repairs, I stop them where they are to notify somebody that we have, people that are not normal customers in the building. So first they had an issue with that, but when I just told them to hold on for a second, I'm not telling them to leave. They said okay. So these are two of them. I don't know where the female is. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I thought you were Sarge. I thought you were Sarge because he said he was 76.
What you got?
So apparently, I guess there's 3 of them. 1, 2, and then there's another guy. They were in the lobby, causing disturbance. I did not go in there to make contact yet. Sarge, I told me to stand by outside. 2 is out. I guess there's 1 that's still in there. They were filming and she wanted him to see seats, but then Sarge was like, well, it's a public place. Right. So then the off-duty unit was saying,
Sir, your name tag's perfect.
Thank you, brother.
Sorry,
so then she was like, well, he's filming another, what do you call them, customers, whatever it is. And then I said, that's not crime. So Sarge told me to stand by. But literally when he pulled up, him and the other female walked out.
Yeah, they do this all the time.
But apparently did I hear since this morning, early this morning? That's what he was saying.
Anyone could be in a public space with a camera and take pictures and film with their government. I mean, shoot, it's Smith versus Cummings, Georgia. It's a freaking case. Yeah, that's a case. Me just sitting here like this, going, filming my government, when somebody comes over here and starts yelling at me for doing that, I can get in trouble for that.
That's not the issue she had with the young lady. She said that she was filming. Right. She said she was filming things that were not public, that they were private behind the glass.
Oh, well, she probably needs to report that or probably come over here and give y'all an actual incident.
Oh, I'm not talking about Miss Golden herself while she was standing there.
Oh, yeah, well, Miss Golden probably needs to get the DeKalb police and
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. What we got going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm just peacefully existing in a public space and working on a story about my government.
Okay.
And that's all, and I just kind of want to be left alone.
So you're just out here. Are you with a media firm, or are you just like an independent?
Just myself, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's not what I was told. Not by you, by the young lady, but they were with the media.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, the media was out here earlier this morning.
Right.
So,
I'm just like myself and everything.
I identify as a journalist.
Okay.
And this is my emotional support camera. So I like to look. I always like to film my government from a public vantage point.
Okay.
And see what my government's doing, and kind of like look into my government. And for some reason, y'all show up, and it's usually a roll of the dice who I get. Are y'all going to haul me off in that and take me across the street? Then we get into a federal suit, and I've got some of those already going.
Why would we haul you off?
And it's happened.
Okay.
It's happened.
Okay.
From my standpoint,
So I just
they
don't
came
trust
in, I
police.
told them to stand by for a moment.
Just don't trust. In general,
Go ahead.
just a shotgun blast. Just not.
Go ahead.
Nothing on y'all. Y'all been like pretty chill and pretty.
I don't know what's going on. I need to step inside.
All right. Yes, and it was the one where you
I don't know her, but
she identified herself as DeKalb County.
okay.
Pretty damaging statements on camera.
Okay.
We'll probably get DeKalb County soon, or just want to put them in a really bad light. Not the police department.
I got you.
You know that in general per se. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I didn't know whether you could wear or not.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I get names and badge numbers real quick before y'all go?
Sergeant Foster, 3353.
Just remember your oath, sir. Oath to the Constitution. What was your name?
Law enforcement.
Wilson?
Law enforcement. You can come with me.
Remember your oath, sir.
I'm not sure. George said no because he was asking. I know.
She allowed it when I'm not.
Okay. There was a disturbance with her, and I didn't realize it was the judge. And the judge didn't realize.
That was a judge?
Yes. She identified herself outside. I know. I'm just telling. I'm just saying right here. Right. I know. Yeah. So that's why I said. That's why I said to stand by until they come
She's
back.
a flipping DeKalb judge making statements like that on a camera?
She said it in front of you, what her name was. You may not have heard.
I know she was a judge.
Deputy, can I ask you a real quick question since they went back? Am I being trespassed yet?
No.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, I don't want to be arrested.
No.
I just want to make sure.
They're talking,
and a good.
and I'm out of their way.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
Okay. Can you please stand?
Oh yeah. I'm not breaking any laws. Yeah, come on through, Tatum.
Chill. I'll give you that. You've been pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been great so far.
If you walk through.
If you're both just stand right here until they come in.
There's more than one. Okay.
Law enforcement. Law enforcement. You can come with me. You can come and talk to me.
You know, I've seen this on like YouTube and stuff.
This is Nicole Golden.
Hi,
hello.
how are you?
I'm good. What's going on today?
Well, we have some
Some First Amendment auditors?
Yeah, and they can film. We know that they can film.
Okay.
The issue and the reason we called you guys is because they got into it with a taxpayer. And so there's not they.
Okay.
Well, they, but definitely the guy. And they're yelling back and forth in the library. You can
251 vehicle accident, 2995 North Druid Hills Road.
And so that's, and they refused
Okay.
to, well.
Volvo
So here's
the parking lot of the Chevron.
my concern question. This is considered a public building, correct?
Correct.
So
But
we
can
can't
make
force
people-
them to leave if it's a public building.
We do all the time. When people yell at our staff and
No, I
throw
get-
things and the whole nine, we kick them out the building all the
No,
time.
I get that, and they may willingly just leave, but
That's what they're trying to do.
when they're refusing to leave, I mean, it's a public building, they have the right to come in, and they have the right to film, and I'll have a discussion with them about not creating disturbances with the citizens,
they were literally
but
yelling in the lobby.
Right.
And if people yell in this lobby and yell at our staff, they
Yeah.
gotta go. The
Okay.
other thing is, I said, you are more than welcome to film in the lobby.
Mhm.
You cannot film people's private information. Motor vehicle information is confidential. Y'all know
Right.
that anytime we get, the only time I can give that to anybody is with a subpoena.
I got you.
Right? So they walked up to the counter and started filming people's private information that was at the counter. After I warned them, I said, you are more than welcome to film in a lobby, but you can't film private motor vehicle information, confidential information.
Okay.
And the reason they got into it with the taxpayer is because she said, do not film my tag, do not film me, don't film my information. And they antagonized her.
Okay.
Because the intent is to antagonize.
Right.
They walk in
Right.
and they start crap.
Well, I'm
You don't
aware.
have to
I've
say
seen
nothing,
videos
right?
online and stuff.
Right.
I'm aware.
And this isn't our
The
first.
gentleman come back in. He walked outside for some reason.
Because we told him he had to leave. Well, I didn't, but
But the
somebody.
other lady is still inside.
Right.
So
And she's standing there quiet, so she's
Can
fine.
he come back in? That's the
No.
thing.
I think he's
already back in. Oh. With a long orange tripod? Yes.
Okay. Let me make a phone call to my lieutenant real quick and see how they want us to go about this. I get what you're saying.
Like, you
I
can't
fully
just go
understand what
through
you're saying.
Yeah.
We just don't want to violate anybody's rights and anything like that. And I don't want any of the customers' rights violated either. So.
Exactly. And let me tell you, we get training on this.
Right.
I'm an attorney. I know what the law is. I'm a former prosecutor. I know that you cannot act a fool in a public building.
Right.
We used to kick people out of the courthouse all the time for various different reasons, for public intoxication, for fighting in the hallway, for getting into it. You can kick people out of public buildings. I know that can be done.
Right.
And that's the only time we kick people out.
I got
is
you.
when they start, and that's what was going on in the lobby. You could hear them in our back offices arguing and fussing in the lobby
I got
because
you.
she didn't want to be filmed.
Okay.
And so that's why we kicked him out. We didn't kick her out. We kicked him out.
Pass this off on LT. Hey, LT. Hey, so we get out here. They're not actual media. They are these First Amendment auditor people, you know, that walk around in public buildings with cameras and try to get lawsuits. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay. Well, it's basically they're walking around with cameras, just filming people with the intent to, well, not with the intent. They disguise it as, you know, just exercising their First Amendment, but it's really just to, you know, anger people. But so I guess they were filming some lady, and she felt like they were filming her, you know, private paperwork that she's filling out. So they get into a 65, and the people here ask him to leave, and he's out here saying he's just filming, you know, government buildings and stuff. So I think he followed us back in, but there's two of them out here. They told him to leave. They didn't tell her to leave. She apparently wasn't causing a disruption, but they told him to leave. Yeah, I think after we talked to him, I think he followed us in. Well, we haven't told him to leave yet. That was the question I was trying to pose to you before I even got here. Would this be in a public building? Do we have a legal right to make him leave? Yeah, I've seen videos of them online and stuff. They call themselves First Amendment auditors, and that they're just, they walk around with cameras and...
He's saying the gentleman got into a 65 with, wanted to text me about paying the, about filming her or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I guess, if anything disturbing.
Well, that man told us that was his emotional support camera, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Enjoying your day?
I am.
I just ain't trying to violate nobody's rights.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
So, how long is it?
They laugh and they're going to disrupt our operations. Go say we don't allow that. So I don't know if he left on his own or called her out or whatever. I don't know. But they were going at it, and they were going at it loud.
I did the quotations, I mean, the fact that they're not excluded from anything wrong.
Yeah.
And that's by anybody else.
Yeah.
And my question comes into is if they're filming their paperwork and private information on it.
Yeah. So right now they're both back there in that corner.
I just don't know if we have a legal right to tell them to leave, and I don't want to go out there and tell them to do. Because
he was going back over there.
if you've seen it, yes. Yes. He is inside the building now, yes. He's in the lobby. But the other party that he was in the 65 with left. I believe the security and, what's her name, Ms. Golden? What's her position?
She is the Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner.
The Chief Deputy Tax Commissioner.
She is second in command.
First.
Is this the tag office?
Yes.
Yes.
Tax Commissioner's office.
The Tax Commissioner's office.
Yep.
He did leave at first, but he followed us out here.
I could keep the taxpayer out too, because she was actually kind of funny, so they walking around filming each other. Like the two of them running around with the camera, and the taxpayer who was annoying started filming them.
The call came in from the sheriff's deputy.
I called.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Apparently it wasn't. But I don't know where you got that from.
I called 911.
We had not told him to leave yet. I wanted to make sure that we had a legal right to tell him to leave before we did. I didn't want to tell him to leave and get caught up into some kind of, legal mumbo jumbo with him. Okay.
At this point, she's gone.
She's gonna call me back.
And at this point, she's gone. The taxpayer who, they were getting to it with, so it's whatever. I typically do y'all mind if they continue conducting?
I mean, they're filming. So, like I said, I never had a problem with them filming because it's their right to film in the lobby. It's their right, and I'm aware of that. What I said was, you can't film people's private information because it's motivated. Like property tax, and they do this on purpose because property tax is public record. I can look up your house, right? Well, unless you put in your form for me to hide it, which I sent to y'all in case y'all put that in. But anyway, that's public record, but not motor vehicle. That's private. So I just said, the lobby is fine. The lobby is fine. Do your thing. But again, they don't like that because they want the confrontation, right? So after I said that, I just walked away, and they kept talking shit. I just walked away, and then I'm in the kiosk room helping a lady with the kiosk, and then I hear the yelling because one of the taxpayers in the lobby is mad that they're filming her, and it's just a yelling match. They're standing by the exit door, and people are coming out of their offices because we can all hear them yelling and going at it. And so that's when I said, okay, that's it. Now this is a disturbance. They need to go.
So
both
do you still want them to leave, or?
Well, the taxpayer left on her own after she started walking around filming them. Then she left on her own. But that's why I wanted him removed. Technically, the
right. But what I'm saying is,
the lady
had the issue. okay, I'm using the term loosely. The lady that sounds like a man is annoying, but she was not involved in the conflict. It was the man with the tripod and a taxpayer was the reason I called y'all. Because I was like, okay, now they rumbling and jumbling in the lobby.
So the question I'm posing to you, though, is now that the taxpayer that he was having issues with is gone, are you okay with him staying here, or do you still want him to leave?
I wanted him to leave because of disturbance.
Okay.
I did. And he left. But now he's back in here. And so I guess to answer your question, I think he should be gone because of the disturbance.
Okay.
Now the other one, she's annoying, but she didn't do what he did. So he's arguing, yelling back and forth to my lady. And so I wanted him to go.
Is Wilson still out there?
Mm-hmm. But I'll say this.
Can y'all lure him outside to talk to him and just keep him preoccupied while
you can try.
That's look outside for his ID.
I'm afraid that another taxpayer, because people are coming here, some of them are ignoring her, some of them are pissed, just like the lady was, and they're getting, and I'm just afraid that the wrong one gonna come in here, and it's gonna be even worse. WWE. Correct.
I've always seen this online. I've never actually ran into them in person.
They came, it's been a long time since they've been here, it's been a long time, and I think
So he was
that Wilson?
And he was going back and forth with that taxpayer.
Yeah, and she was.
Converse with him.
Now serving value.
Converse with him
203
outside.
at station 13.
His ID and blah blah blah. That's his ID. Just look. You could try. It seems like it's open to no.
Now serving value. 203 at station 13.
I'm guessing that didn't work since y'all came back.
Well, you want me to
just see if you can get him outside.
Oh, he's not going.
He's not. Okay.
That's what I said. Once he's outside, you gotta keep him out. If he comes back in, he's not going nowhere.
Hey, LT.
Y'all can literally,
Right.
if y'all want, advise them
Like, look, if you get into it, we're going to kick you out or something like that. But they can film. I never said they couldn't film. I never said that. It's when they start disturbing peace. And people can't hear at the camera. It was nuts. That was my
y'all to
issue.
film, but
Yeah, if
you guys don't want to
to
disturb the peace.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Being confrontational.
No, he's walking around with what he said is his emotional support camera. So, he has like a 4-foot tripod he's carrying around. Well, there's 4 of us out here. Wilson, Asquith, and Sergeant Sutton are out here.
I'm here from right here.
So.
The headquarters, 1960.
Oh, Wesley Shannon.
Okay.
because they're so behind, like years. Think about it. What used to be north? I know. You worked for police. When the last time we had?
I know.
When Dunwoody wasn't sick.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Okay. Well, I'm willing to bet that this is going to turn into an arrest, and then he's going to try to pull this whole shoeless thing. So, right, pull the whole "I'm going to sue y'all" thing for violating his First Amendment right.
No, you're talking about the rec center, like next to the rec center?
Okay.
And get rid of them.
It's not just you. I tell all customers to not stand in this area.
In case you get hit.
I'm sorry?
I said in case I get hit by the door or something. Oh yeah, I'm not. I promise. Yeah, I won't get hit by the door.
I always tell them, just please don't stand over here.
No, I won't go by the. I won't go by the door. Yeah.
So what?
I said I won't go by the door.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I always tell.
No, see, it says employees only. I would never go back there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back. I'm just kidding.
No. I'm saying even if somebody's standing here trying to write, I'll tell them to get a pit there and take a seat. I won't even let them stand anywhere in this area.
Oh, it's a public area.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I won't. I'm not doing anything. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm getting my footage from my story. Yeah, I just my story. I'm sorry.
And then a question for
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah. How about yeah?
is in a parking garage and not at our house right now.
And then the county, I'm finding issues right there. They got a whole senior center down the street.
Okay.
You get a directive from one person. They push you down.
Okay, so we need to ID him as well. Okay. Do you want us to ID the female that is also with him, or leave her alone? She hasn't caused any issues. They don't care about her. They just want him to leave.
Order
Okay.
auditors and all that, give you the whole spiel. Then the public pays.
Okay.
So she hasn't done anything, she's not obligated to give her
Okay.
application.
All right, Mom. So she said, her and the captain said, basically, if they're not doing business here and Miss Golden wants them to leave, then they have to leave. And that if they refuse to leave, when I say they, I mean him.
Go ahead.
If he refuses to leave, they want him on term trespass. And we need to write a report regardless of what happens. We're not going to get an ID out of him, and we're going to J1 him. That's what's about to happen, because that's what he wants. Because he wants to try to say that we violated his
That's what he wants. So
First Amendment right.
To him, and I don't agree. I don't agree.
Do you want to call LT? I'm just relaying what.
I'm here, but I'm not here.
Well, we're all here together.
I don't think I got a back door.
I know, right? 100%. I don't want no trouble, man. I promise I don't.
Who's got the best verbal judo here?
Don't put a lien on that house.
These folks ain't cool. They may look like they look, but they are very smart. I'm telling you that now.
Let me say this. From our perspective, I don't care if they stay, because I know they just want attention.
Right, that's exactly what they want. And
They want money.
the longer we keep talking to them, we're giving them what they want.
Yeah. So
If you don't care if they stay, we'll go.
all I'll say is, if they get into it with somebody, I'm gonna call y'all back.
And we're gladly come. Yes, ma'am.
They got to go.
What about
That
making
happened
that?
already.
What about making that known right
That
now?
happened
While disturbing the peace.
Yeah,
Y'all
because that happened already.
But if we get a call back in reference to being confrontational with the customers that come in here, disturbing the peace, then you have to act on it at that point.
Here's my fear. We tell them that, they stir it up on purpose. So we come back.
Make him leave, because he's already done that.
But that's the thing. I don't think he's going to leave. He's going to make us arrest him so he can try to sue the county for violating his First Amendment right.
But we're not violating his First Amendment right. We're not getting rid of him because he was filming. That's not why we're getting rid of him. He got into a loud confrontation with a taxpayer. When, by the way, he ain't here to do no business. She right about that. And then when we asked him to leave, they wouldn't leave.
But he's saying that, I guess, was it an older white lady that he got into it with? He's saying that she started with him. I mean, that's what he's saying. And
She said, don't film me. And they're antagonizing people. So they're saying, I don't wish to be filmed. And then they walk up to him and film him. And so, yeah,
I mean, the reality of it is they have a legal right to film whoever they want in a public place.
That's all else they're not exempt, because it's not like they're back here sitting in y'all private quarters. This is out there in a public place.
But again, and that her issue was don't film my tag information, because what she said, when we can overhear her saying was, I don't want you showing up at my house, because if you have, I don't want you to get my address, I don't want you to get my, all of that is not
You
public
think he'll
record.
be willing to show
That was
what
her
he
issue.
filmed in their encounter? Yeah, and just make sure.
And I know they have it, because I saw her film it. I saw her
The female
walk up.
filmed it?
Yes. So the glassed area, she walked up to the glassed area, and a taxpayer was at the window. She went to the window next to him and started filming.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, there's some private information over here. You might want to. Where? There's some private information right here, ma'am. Ma'am, there's some private information you might want to cover up. There's some private information here.
And you film it, and that's going to be on you.
Oh yeah.
Feel free.
Uh-oh. Do you want me to read it out to you so you know what it is?
You film it, and that's on you.
Oh yeah.
You're violating the law. Ma'am, do you need help with the key out?
Just because I said you can film in the lobby, that's fine. You can't film people's private information.
Yeah.
So she went and did it just to antagonize.
Now, do y'all have cameras in here where y'all can run that
Everywhere.
Would it be possible could y'all run that back and show us that portion of it? Because if she did that, then I mean that's enough to at least put her out. I mean, because if she's filming confidential information, she's filming sexual information.
They did that as soon as they walked in. They did that as soon as they walked in. Because I said, y'all are welcome to film.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't film people's private information.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, they did that as soon as they walked in. And wait, because what I'm afraid she's going to argue is that she could see it if it's from where she's standing, she could see it. And so, but it's still private information. I don't know. It's not a kid to it. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Because that's what she's going to argue is like, I could see it from where I was standing. Right. But we have.
Who's talking? Everybody's looking at me.
Okay, just
Hold on. Okay, so other option besides if we tried to get them to leave, but the other option, you're okay with them being here. Worst case scenario,
if they cause a public disturbance, I'm calling out that. Nobody said they couldn't film. As I said,
we have another problem beyond that. The captain said we have to write a report. They said they have to forward it up. So
that's fine, but how do you get the ID there?
I don't know. Because they haven't committed a crime.
You have to give some detailed 78. So what they wearing? A white female appear to be 212.
Advice on additional pending signal 53 of 2761 Oscar Ridge Road in reference to a black male 40 years old in all gray clothing carrying a backpack, walking around and looking into the homes and vehicles. Advised the subject is now walking off Brookdale Drive in a vehicle accident at I-85 northbound exit ramp at North Crestley between a blue Mercedes SUV that is leaking fluid and a gray Nissan Altima.
Imagine us reading it while we're driving and trying to read all
It's
of
not
that.
like they're not walking straight up to people. They don't want them to leave because of public disturbance. Going back and forth.
So what is the plan? What are we doing? Tell me what we're doing, I'll go do it. I got a lawyer.
I guess you want him go because of public disturbance. She can stay and film. I don't care. But if she causes public disturbance, then we gonna call back. They can't have. I can't have folks yelling and hollering.
I guess for the altercation between him and the other female, they got loud in the attention of other customers that in return caused employees to step out to see what's going on. Him.
It wasn't just her, it was him too.
Okay, so what's the plan on IDing him? Because I don't think that he legally has to ID himself if he has not committed a crime.
That's one thing. It was just verbal. The 65, right now it's not a arrestable offense in reference to him going back and forth with the lady. So technically he doesn't have to identify himself. So all that we do is ask. And worst case, Captain will report, write the best description version that we can.
Well, they want a report. Somebody got to write one. I mean. Thank you.
Or is that y'all coming with me?
Hey, can I talk to you outside, sir?
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Well, then I have to process back through.
We'll have to process back through.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
I mean, we can come right over here and get out of the way of it.
Yeah, come on back over here. Yeah.
First and foremost, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Russ.
Russ?
Yes, sir.
Are you with the police? Okay.
The police department.
The DeKalb County police, okay. Is that what everybody is?
What's your last name, Russ?
Just Russ is all I'm on.
Just Russ?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to provide your name?
No, it's required to by law.
Yeah, I'll provide all identifying information if you suspect me of committing a crime about it here. Under reasonable articulable suspicion.
Here's the issue, Russ. Okay, so Ms. Golden, who's the chief deputy tax commissioner in here, she wants you to leave. She said you got into an altercation with one of the customers here, and that's the basis of them wanting you to leave. They said that you guys were fine. They told y'all were fine to stand here and film, but
That's not true.
Once it caused a disturbance, then
So because of somebody else's actions, we're getting trespassed? Is that what it is?
I didn't say you were getting trespassed.
Okay.
As far as
So
we're
if I
concerned, you're not even involved in it.
Okay.
It's mainly Mr. Russ here.
Is he being
that
trespassed?
They want to leave. Again, I didn't say anybody was being trespassed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm telling you, they want you to leave because you're causing disturbance.
Who's going to get your name? How you say it?
Asquith.
Asquith? Do you have a badge number?
Pardon me?
A badge number?
3491.
Thank you so much. And what's your name? Sergeant
Sutton.
Sutton. And what's your badge number by chance?
2777.
2777. And are you at the police department?
The other party, from my understanding, left, correct?
I don't know where she went.
Okay, well, it's our understanding that she left. And so if she was here, I'm sure that they would have been asking her to leave as well. I can't.
So can I ask you a question?
That's just an assumption, though.
Yeah. From what I saw, she came up to him and was screaming at him. Just like she was sitting in this chair right here in the second row, screaming at us when we were peacefully walking around. So he didn't cause a disturbance. She was screaming.
Mr. Russ, do you have that interaction between you and her on film?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Do you mind showing it?
Not right now. It's private. I'll publish it in my story tonight.
Can't you have an email? I can send it to you?
If y'all where my channel is. And if she is a judge, because the deputy there stated that she identified as a judge, I don't know. I can't confirm that yet. Once I confirm that lady in here is a judge, she is going to make DeKalb County look so freaking horrible. The statements that she made out there that was captured on here, why would a judge tell me that her rights are better than mine? Why would a judge say that?
Listen, our whole purpose here, we're not here to, judge any of that.
Oh, yeah.
Or make decisions on any of that. Our whole purpose here is because the chief deputy, tax commissioner Golden in there, wants us to ask you to leave because you were involved in a disturbance that disrupted the operation of this building.
Okay, I'll respectfully decline leaving if you're asking me. However, under threat of arrest or issuing a formal trespass, I will leave. I'll vacate the property.
Given the opportunity.
Given the opportunity to leave. But if you're just asking me, I can ask you for $20. You want to give it to me? Probably not. So, if it's a lawful command for me to leave, then issue me a lawful command and then
Now
issue me a
serving
trespass.
W.
If you're asking me, that's not
222
lawful.
at station 14.
You can ask me anything you want. So if you're suspecting me of committing a crime, go ahead, detain me, get my information, run me through your system, issue me a trespass, and send me on my way. I know the law.
Just give me a moment, Mr. Russ.
I will leave under threat of arrest.
All we want to do is peacefully exist in a public space like we're lawfully allowed to do and record just like we did when we came came in. I didn't say anything to anybody. She was the what's actually captured on camera is that lady. I forget what her name is.
Judge Shannon McNeil. She said that they called her a piece of garbage and Judge McNeil. Yes, and I didn't know who she was until she went outside.
I'm just trying to tiptoe around this situation.
After I wrote the story, I had no problem giving them all the wrong either.
Hey, LT. Hey, so I'm just gonna call it how it is. I mean, as far as we know, these people haven't committed a crime, right? And they're speaking all that legalese. Okay, so as far as we're aware, these people haven't committed a crime, right? This is a public building. Basically, when we asked him to leave, he said, if you guys are, you know, I'll leave under the threat of arrest. But if you're just asking me to leave, I'm not leaving. So, I mean, I understand y'all said criminal trespass, but it's a public building. So how exactly is he trespassing in a public building? I just don't want to get tied up in something, you know. So their claim is that the other party that already left, who started the disturbance, they have left. They're not here anymore, so we don't, you know, really know one way or another. We don't have that party's story. Well, I don't know if they asked the other lady to leave or if she just left on her own free will. But they're essentially standing in the lobby filming. Look, they're standing in the back of the lobby just filming.
They said it probably be more than 10 more minutes.
We said that apparently they're going to be here like 10 more minutes and then they'll leave.
They said they definitely won't be here till close business. I'm telling you how this is going to go.
I'm just trying to protect everybody here from getting caught up into something frivolous. Well, I will tell you, currently he is not disrupting anything. Currently he is standing in the back, the very, very back of the lobby with the camera just pointed at the people sitting waiting in line.
And at one point said she don't mind if they stay. She keep flipping.
Yeah, and then Miss Golden kind of flip-flopped that she doesn't care if they stay, she wants them to leave. She basically said we could leave them here, but if they cause another disturbance, they're just going to call us back. So, now, my only other question is, Lieutenant Neal asked us to write a report on this. Right? He's not going to give up his name. All he told me is his name is Russ, and unless I suspect him of committing a crime, that he doesn't have to, and legally he's not wrong. As far as I know, he hasn't committed a crime. No, they just came in here to film, just to cause, you know.
The First Amendment.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever like seen these videos and stuff like that, but I have. They basically just go around in public buildings trying to get a ride. So, 1 second. I'm going to come talk to you. 1 second. There was no 65 when we got here. When we got here, he was outside and the other party was gone.
Now serving W.
We'll see if as long as we don't have too many pending calls, maybe just leave an officer sitting out here that can possibly grab their tag. Okay. Thank you. She's just going to keep chasing me around. He basically said they're going to leave them next 10 minutes, leave them alone, as long as they're not causing a disturbance. And I'll tell you the rest when we get outside. So. Okay, so here's where we're at. So, alright. So, you're not here to do business, correct?
I am here to do business.
You are here to do business? Okay. So what business are you here to conduct? Working on my don't mind me asking.
I'm here working on my store, just protecting the First
Are
Amendment.
you here to do business with this business?
I'm here to do business with my government.
Okay. So, here's where we're at. This is a public place. You have the right to film. Okay? We're aware of that. We're clear on that. You don't have the right to come in here and cause a disturbance, not accusing you of doing that. There was a disturbance that involved you prior to us getting here, that's our understanding. Would you agree with that? No. No? Okay. I believe you told them y'all were going to be here like 10 minutes or so? Does that sound
Well, I mean, I'm saying however long it takes to report it.
I finished getting done because I had to stop and wait on y'all and everything just kind of, because you can't really put a limit on the First Amendment. You can't, you can't.
Yeah, and we're not trying to do.
Well, it's called time, place, manner. So as long as we leave before the business closes, the manner is obviously we're doing a news story. The place is obviously public.
So let me get to my whole point.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We're going to leave y'all here. Do whatever y'all got to do, as long as you don't cause a disturbance.
You mean break a law? As long as we don't break a law.
I mean disrupt this business.
That would be breaking a law. So as long as we don't break any laws, we're good. There you
We're
go.
at an understanding. Okay?
Yeah, we're not here to break laws.
Do me a favor.
So favors cost you.
Trust me. I get what y'all are doing, and I'm all for what y'all are doing.
No, this is mine. I know the law. I probably know the law a little bit better than y'all do.
Before we leave, just trying to check to see if we need anything else from them. Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm not trying to like mess with you or anything.
Okay.
Seriously.
Now serving W.
The point is,
129.
I'm not here to say I'm against y'all, okay? But I have a job to do myself. I'm just calling here for a call for service, okay? Do what y'all got to do. Do it peacefully, so that we don't have to come back out here.
I can't help with other people's actions.
I understand you
I'm
can't
not in control of
other
the
people's
people.
actions.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to control your own actions.
Oh, we always do. Yeah, absolutely. I'm responsible for me.
So
I think the other sergeant heard.
Yeah, she's right there. Yeah.
I guess she can send it to you. When I send you the link,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be running this story probably tonight, and you can see it.
And that's fine. That's your right. It's your right to stand here and film. This is, like I said, this is public building.
Is it O or D?
It's D.
Oh, what's D stand for, David? Danny. I was close. Daniel. David. Yeah.
All I'm asking y'all is do what y'all got to do peacefully.
We always do.
Not cause any more services, so we don't have to wait because we have calls.
Absolutely.
We have to go.
Baby, you're only here because you're just still talking. You walk out the door. Yeah. We're not requesting you to stay any longer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You bounce whenever you're ready. Absolutely. You too. Yeah. We're not requiring any more service.
I'm coming out there with y'all in just a second. Okay. You let me in there. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. I mean, we can't control where they. That's the thing. We can't control it as long as they're not in an unauthorized area, which they're not. We can't control. They know what they're talking about. I was gonna tell this lady that we're leaving them here, but I don't know where she went. Oh, okay. I'll meet y'all out there. If they don't chase me out there, if they chase me out there, we'll go to the other side of the parking lot. All right. You as well.
Pull to the other side.
I'm gonna call. You got your phone? Yeah. Call them and just tell them they can have them a disciplinary proceeding. That way nobody feel like this stuff is being filmed or whatnot. If they put them on here, he's right here. Sarge. Hey, and tell them they can tell them they can film in this little area over here. That way it's not around any kiosks, not direct around anybody. Like, oh yeah, that's why it's not even worth challenging going back and forth about. And they asked her, already told and asked me if they had any questions. She said she was good. She said she was good. Okay. No, I took my speakerphone. I knew it was cool.
I appreciate your professionalism. Yeah.
Miss Gold.
Who's Golden?
Golden, yeah.
Okay, once he comes back,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I think
Yeah.
he's probably going to talk.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they said that we were pretty cool and everything. Like we didn't do anything wrong and stuff.
My only issue again is when she asks you.
Well, but we can't, like we were telling him, we can't control other people's actions. I can only control me. And she was screaming and shouting and getting upset over a camera. I was just merely, we were just merely.
You talking about the other lady that was here?
The judge?
Yeah, I don't know. She said when she was outside.
Right.
She didn't say that inside. I've never seen it before. So
Okay. She actually told us. She said, "How was it?" She said, "Why don't you come on over there to her office over there?" I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Which office?
She said, "Come across the." Or she told him, "Why don't you come on across the street?" Well, she said, "Come on across the street" or something like that over to over there. And I was just like, I don't know if that was like her meaning like she was gonna do something like in her realm, or if she was gonna, you know what I mean? It was confusing.
Yeah, I missed that.
If you get his email or something like that, he's actually going to email him the copy of the story. So,
Okay.
yeah. So God bless you.
You talking about the sergeant?
The female sergeant, the little short lady. Yeah. Do you know who she is?
No.
Oh, okay. I
spoke to her. She didn't speak. I don't know
Yeah.
who she is.
Yeah. They're cool. So, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. Have a good one. God bless.
I just want to see if I can get a comment from Miss Golden. She's gonna say it. She ain't talking.
Oh, I'm sure. But at least we tried. I just want to get them bouncing. Oh yeah, they've already gone. They're gone.
231 at station 13.
We're allowed to film the police. We're gonna be quiet now. We're not gonna say anything.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's bounce out.
Let me see if I can get a comment from Tweedle and Tweedle Duh out there.
Can we get a comment about being able to film inside? Can we get a comment about being able to film inside?
Sir?
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 Sir? Comment?
Sir?
The police were here to do.
Thank you.
Tiffany government be running with their tail tucked between their legs.
Huh. Interesting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, man, for honoring your oath.
Have a good day, ma'am.
It is time for the update. What happened to the judge? Well, not too long after our story dropped, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution wrote an article, and they reported that the incident was being investigated by the Georgia Judicial Qualifications Commission, which the JTown Press could not get any public records returned to confirm this. The AJC also reports that the state agency could charge McNeil with violating the Georgia Code of Judicial Conduct and recommend to the Georgia Supreme Court that she be punished. A link to their story will be in the description and the pinned comment. Go there and show them some love. Georgia Transparency also made a phone call down to the magistrate's office just to see if Shannon was still there. Here's that call.
Oh, so she's no longer a judge with DeKalb County?
That's correct, yes, sir.
Okay, did she resign or was she removed from the bench? Do you know?
I don't really know that for sure.
Okay, all right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just talked to my supervisor, though, and she said she was no longer here.
Okay, I appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further updates to this case will be posted in the community page. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. That way you can get the latest and greatest from the JTown Press. And if you have a story to tell, contact me, the JTownPress@gmail.com. Check that pinned comment and description. All out of important information. And also, go over there and show me some love. Check out the JTown merch.